You got a lot of people who don't know how to drive in Houston. Traffic slow down, get plowed into by 18-wheeler, you know. I had shoulder injuries and back and neck. With the injuries and everything, couldn't work for a while.
I couldn't walk for really, because I couldn't really pick my foot up. I knew something was wrong. I didn't know how bad.
And when the doctor comes out, he tells me that he had to amputate Shane's leg above the knee, that it was a matter of if we would have waited 12 more hours, he would have died.
I'm hurt. I mean, something is not right. They sent me to do a very tough job. I didn't think about it, the consequences. I mean, I just tried to get my job done.
At the end of the day, when I was getting ready to go, I grabbed my tool bag, put it through here, and as I grabbed onto the rungs and I stepped back, it catapulted me off, and that's when I came down. I live with pain 24/7. It never goes away.
The employer and the insurance companies know that it is intimidating to a worker to have to go and hire a lawyer, and we're here to help solve that. Labor Advocate Law Firm is a network of lawyers specifically dedicated to helping the worker. The concept of even hiring a lawyer, given the expense and how much people have heard about attorney retainer fees costing, hourly rates costing, it's intimidating to the worker. But through this process, through Labor Advocate Law Firm, we're able to make representation accessible.
My hope is that, one, that they're not seriously injured and that they will be able to make a quick recovery. And two, that if the companies would treat these men right, I'd be out of work and I'd be okay with it. I'd go find something else to do. They disregard any elements of humanity that they should have for somebody who wakes up every day and tries to go to work and put food on the table for his family. All he wants to do is get home and do that.
A lot of times when people get injured, they don't know how severe the injury is. If a worker gets hurt on the job, the first thing they need to do is report it. What these companies really care about in the long run is they care about making a profit. Well, the first thing that they want to cut is anything that slows down the process of making that profit.
They really didn't care if somebody got hurt, in this case, me.
If you've been injured and you're involved in a case, the lawyers for the other side are going to try to blame the victim. They do it every time.
They were trying to paint a picture of my brother being a wild guy who got several DUIs.
I got assigned a case manager that was accusing me of not being injured.
Now, the best defense against them trying to blame you is to show that you knew the safety rules, that you followed the safety rules, that you were part of a safe crew, that you understood how to protect yourself, and that you and your crew did everything that you were supposed to do to prevent a workplace injury. So if you come from the union and you've been trained and you know the rules and you follow those rules, then when the bad guys try to put it back on you and try to say it's your own fault that you were injured, you will be prepared and your lawyers will be prepared to fight back against that and say, no, this guy's been on 100 job sites and he always came home fine.
Union jobs are way safer because of the culture. We educate and train you to ensure that you'll be safe on the job from the very beginning.
They know better, they have more knowledge, right? They have more experience, and they gain that understanding quicker because they're working under somebody else that they can apprentice under. They all understand the importance of safety, and in their mindset, everybody is a safety person.
You know, these resources are available to those that are a part of our organization, and those that want to belong to our organization, they could find a career path and legal representation just so that they know their rights on the job.
If you are a worker and you feel like you should talk to an attorney, you shouldn't feel punished financially for wanting to have that conversation.
Because of what Marcus and his team were able to get us, I was actually able to resign from my position, and now we are able to afford for me to be a stay-at-home mom so I can take care of Shane full-time, plus be there to raise our children.
Had it not been for Armstrong Lee and Baker with their doctors, I would have never got the treatment I needed.
You can't fight these guys without a good lawyer. The settlement money was a huge, huge help. And it kind of, it feels like my brother's still here helping us.